Hello Scorpio, how are you? Welcome to your June love reading for 2018. I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings. Oh wow, hey hold on, this card came out for Pisces. I'm going to put it back in. To my old subscribers, I'm really sorry I couldn't get to you the last few months. Life is just kind of changing in many ways and it's all a bit I don't know, overwhelming at times, but it's good. And also to my new subscribers, you're so welcome here. We welcome you here to this tuha. This is tribe in what we say is Oscuelga, which means in Irish, okay? So, this is for couples and singles, right? So either or, and we're not gender specific here. So if I do talk in like male, female, just know that I'm talking with the energies. I'm not actually talking with the sex. So, and that also goes down to your own sexual preference, yeah? So whoever you're into, whoever you have on your mind right now that may be coming into this reading, this is for you. Alrighty. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on? You're my final reading. I don't know why I left you to last. Keep the best to last, maybe? Do you reckon? Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Why did I just get Singing in the Rain? My Gene Kelly there in my head. Maybe some of you are just happy out. Maybe you're just happy out being single, actually. Let's have a look. Ooh. A lot of fire, baby. A lot of fire. Right. Interesting. Let's have a look. Right. It's all over the place. You can't see them at all. Let's have a look. Better there, is it? Yeah. What I'll do is I'll actually lift the two cards at the bottom when we're talking about them, okay? So your very top line there is your recent past. We've got the Star card. That's fantastic. I haven't seen this card in ages. Page of Rods, Six of Rods, and Knight of Swords. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Scorpio. Some of you may have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Some of you actually may have been dealing with an Aquarius as well. Sorry, this is kind of pulling me every which way. Okay, Scorpio, for some of you. For singles and for couples. Now, there's somebody in your life, as I said, could be a fire sign or could be an Aquarius. Big one on the Aquarius. Doesn't have to be these signs at all. It can be just these energies. Now, what I keep hearing is snaky. For those of you who are new, I do swear the odd time, okay? I'm just a very passionate person. And what I'm hearing is a sneaky fucker. That's exactly what I heard. Sneaky snake in the grass. This person you thought was the love of your life or is the love of your life. They had, ideally, they were everything that you wanted. Kind of like this lone wolf, but kind of very much an individual who's very unique, who does their own thing, who's very talented. Some of them might be even artistic. Some of them may be involved in artistic community. Some of them may even help children is what I'm hearing, or work with children in a very artistic way. And you saw this person as someone who may be a little bit inexperienced when it comes to love, but someone who had a really big heart and you knew that you could have a really successful relationship with, and you felt like you was going that way, and then you realized, what? Who is this person? Then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know this person. Some of you feel like, and actually I feel like a lot of you feel like you never really saw the true colours of this person. They had a lot of great qualities. A lot of great qualities that you really liked. And they were really lovely. But something wasn't right, was it? No, Scorpio, something was not right. Because they never really, I feel like they never really showed their true colours with you, or they never really told you how they felt about you. And what you did was, there's a lovely Scorpio watery way, which was, I feel that they do, and I can feel that their energy says that they do love me, and they do love me and think of me in different ways as opposed to being told it. So I think there's an element of almost like emotional compromise. You're like, okay, I'd love to hear the words of, I'm just crazy about you. You know, it's like, I just love them to grab my face and kiss and just be like, I'm crazy about you. But you know, this person would never do that. But they showed it to you in other ways. And so you took that as their kind of love language, yeah? You're kind of like, okay, I would like this, but I get this is how you are. But there's a problem here, as this person was very, very juvenile and quite immature in other ways. And even though they took care of business in other great ways, they were really good at doing that. The problem was, like, at times it felt like you two were just on two different planets. And if you are in a couple at the moment and this is what you're experiencing, this has been quite hard for you. Because what you've had to do is look completely at the truth and at the heart of the matter. And that's not to say that's not a Scorpio way, but initially you'll look at it from an emotional perspective, yeah? That's your default setting. And then you kind of go and you filter through the other kind of strategies, I guess, in order to decipher what something is. So initially, emotionally is what you hit, yeah? You hit the emotions. And then you realise that in this particular scenario, that approach doesn't necessarily work with this person. Or it doesn't give you a lot of information about them. So I really feel this is like Aquarius, or it's an air sign at least. Because you're up against them. And I feel like you're up against them. And I feel like not that you're ready for war, Scorpio, but you're ready in case shit hits the fan. That's what I'm hearing. Because also you've got this Knight. This is you over here. You're the Knight of Swords. And so when I said about initially you go to your first default setting, which is your emotions. You've done that. You've gone, that doesn't really work. Right, what am I going to do? I'm going to play them at their own game. Or I'm going to act the way they act. And I'm going to speak to them the way they speak to me and see what happens, okay? In some ways, kind of fight fire with fire. Now, it's been good for you to approach it that way because I think visually you've got a lot of clarity and mentally you've got a lot of clarity, but it still doesn't mean you're quite sure about how to continue on with this particular love relationship or romantic encounter that you have with someone, because this isn't someone new. For some of you it could be, but I feel like there's a past here, there's a history. So for some of you this could have been going on 6 months or 6 years even, or even longer, even like 16 or 17 years. So you kind of know how this person works, but you have to know how to work them too. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have all the answers. So the Hanged Man and the Fool energy, 8 of Swords as well, comes up now coming into your June. You've got 2 major arcanas in the very centre here, and they're apart from your third one, which is the very top. And the Hanged Man is saying, wait. Just wait. Why? Because you're doing what you need to do, which is look at things from a different perspective, yeah? And that's what the Hangman does. He looks at things from a different perspective. Now, it's not to say, at any point, he can just flip himself around and see it for what it is, yeah? But you want to make sure that you cover all angles. As a Scorpio, you want to make sure you see everything exactly how it is. And more importantly, who that person is. And I know, Scorpio, I know you. You are going to delve deep beneath the layers of the epidermis, into the soul, into the abyss. You're going to find out how genetically how they work. You're going to know their DNA code before they do. You know what I mean? You're going to seek the answers. So I think this is what you're doing, is that you're gathering as much information as you can. I'm also hearing now for some of you that some of you may be possibly going through a separation or a divorce, and this is the method that you're going through in order to make sure you're taken care of by the end of this entire thing. Because for some of you, this may not be a very enjoyable process. You know, separation, I guess, in some ways isn't at all, actually. But so this is what you're doing. Taking your time. You're watching. You're watching. You're watching. You're letting them do their thing. You're going, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, do you want to go here? Or do you mind if I go here? I won't be back till late. And you're going, okay. Okay. And then you're watching whether or not they're online. When they say they're out somewhere and you're on Facebook Messenger and you're going, active 22 minutes ago, was it? Oh yeah, I sent you a message, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. And you didn't bother texting me back. This is that kind of, you're taking note of everything. You're so funny. You're taking every bit of information that you can and you're storing it in a file in your mind. Now, this is all, I mean, I'm joking, I'm kind of laughing. No, I'm joking at you or anything like that. I'm laughing because I can see and hear what you're doing. But at the heart of everything, this is a struggle. This is not nice to feel this. It's not nice to have to do what you're doing. Also, I'm hearing, actually, sorry, to do with phones. Some of you are going through the other person's phone as well. Be very careful is what I'll say about that, Scorpio. Do not... I don't really condone that because it's a privacy thing yet, but I'm hearing some of you need to do this, and what I'm going to tell you is do not get caught. For the love of God, do not get caught. I just need to put that out there. Anyway, let's go back to this and look at the heart of everything. It's the Fool card. So I think a lot of you, even you are single or you're with somebody, you're going to let this go. You're going, I'm done. I need a new beginning. I can't handle you anymore. And also, you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass woman. Why should I have to handle you? You need to handle yourself. You're just lucky I'm here, that I'm giving you my time and my love. That's what I'm hearing. And you know, in many ways, you're dead right, Scorpio. Like, you shouldn't have to mother or father anyone that you're in a relationship with. It's bullshit. But I think that's what you're going to do. You're going to leave it behind. You're going to give yourself the time to really gather your information. You're going to like accumulate it all and then decide what the best thing for you to do is. And I think you're going to do it alone. That's what I think. The Fool card here is saying, I'm going for a new beginning. And also, look, he's got his belongings. You know, the stick? Can't see it here, unfortunately, in this deck. But he does have his bag of belongings here. And they're gone. And I hear you giving this ultimatum to them, saying, I'm gone. If you don't hurry up, I'm gone. Now, I think the conversation that you had, or will have, excuse me, and you might kind of get a bit of a, not necessarily a sympathy thing, but you might very well get the tears and the, oh, this is how I really feel about something. So for some of you, you're gone. You're done and dusted. But for the majority of you, I feel like you're ready to go. But they kind of put the blindfold on you again a little bit, Scorpio. I don't like saying that. Because I know you're fully aware. I know you're fully aware. You're fully aware. But I guess this particular person just kind of has a hold on you. And sometimes we just seem to get involved with people that have that kind of hold on us. And I feel like this person is asking you just for a little bit more time. Please, just for another few weeks. Let me prove it to you. I really do care about you. And I think against your better judgment, you're saying, yeah, okay. Fine. But there's something about the inevitable coming here. The inevitable, for me, is really that, I think for you, that this is coming to an end. And it needs to. Because look, you've the 8 of Swords and 5 of Swords. We've got a regression here as well. But we've got a breakdown in communication. We have the fights, we have the words. I don't think, and at this moment, in the benefit of the doubt that you're giving them, by what they're saying to you, is of purity. Because you want to give them that. And when you care for someone, you want to be able to give them that. But it's putting off the inevitable, because I think you know that they cannot deliver. And it's not to say that they're a bad person, but they just cannot deliver on what they say. And I don't think they're able to, I honestly don't think they're able to deal with the wrath of you. They can't handle you. Before, you thought it was a case that you couldn't handle them, because they're very flighty and they're kind of all over the place. But realistically, if you look at it, Scorpio, it's like they can't handle you. They can't keep up with you, is what I want to say, actually. Your mental agility, how you carry yourself, kind of in all areas. And, you know, sometimes that's okay, because we can grow into those areas with our partner. They can teach us these things. But this person just hasn't even got the drive like you do. Hasn't got that inner Duracell battery to keep going, you know? To strive. I think you know this. And it will come a point where you have to choose. And I think he'll choose you, if I'm very honest. Down here. Oh, it's bittersweet, which I hear. I keep hearing the words bittersweet. It's bittersweet. But it's really important for you to decide what way your life is going now, especially your love life. So that's what we're talking about. I think it's a point to let this person go, because they need to learn what they need to learn, and you need to learn what you need to learn. And I think, and who got this now? Who this one was? Cancer, I believe. And I'd said to them, this is about balancing yourself again, but more importantly, it's about your spiritual balance, because this was completely throwing you off. This person in some ways that you used to find intriguing and endearing, this person now throws you off in ways that you just absolutely despise. Because they don't feel solid, do they? Always kind of jumping up and down. What is that I keep seeing? A lot of energy, but it's quite childish. It's not childlike, where it's, you know, endearing. It's childish. And I keep kind of hearing like, oh my God, like you're just kind of like, oh, would they ever get their shit together? My God, that's so irritating. Can I bring you anywhere? That's what I'm hearing as well. But going back to this, your spiritual growth is really important here. Like really important. And I think whether you see it or not, this whole situation was about spiritual growth. And it's also about kind of growing in your love life, in your romance, and finding a balance within yourself between your spirituality and how you love someone. And deciding what you'll compromise on and what you won't. And actually deciding like, this is what I want for my future. Not this bullshit, not the back and forth, not the childish games, none of that. You don't necessarily want to do what you've been doing, but you felt like you've had to for self-preservation. Oh, they're not bad people, as I keep saying, but they're not able for you. They're just not able for you. And you know destiny is calling and knocking. You've the Two of Rods and you've the Fool here. You know this already. You're just giving them the benefit of the doubt because you want to be kind. Yeah? And you love. And when you love hard. Let's check out your final card and your overall energy as well for this month. Apologies, I keep hitting my tripod. Nine of Rods. Okay, so more fire energy. Some of you could actually be with a fire sign. And this is saying, talks about being intimidated by love or just being overwhelmed by love. And it's kind of like everywhere you go and everything you do, it's like everyone else has a better love life than you do. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here? And it's really about not being able to see things clearly romantically. And so this is saying to you, your advice now and kind of your final card for the month of June in your love life is saying like, no more of that. No more of building this mental and emotional wall around you. And it's not like you're purposely doing it, as I said, it's about uncertainty in it all. It's about not feeling like you've a solid place to kind of place your feet and say, yes, I feel secure in this. Or you make me feel secure. They're saying no more being intimidated by the endings of love, if that's what's coming up. And allow yourself to, as I said this, allow yourself to see things really clearly. This is really just backing up what we've been talking about. Gaining perspective, gaining clarity and seeing things for how they are. But you already do. This is the thing. You've watched this video and you've gone, yeah, actually, I needed to do this. I just needed to hear this. And I do the same thing when I go and I get readings off particular tarot readers. I already know it, but when you hear it, it's something different. But I don't doubt your strength in any of this. This is the thing. If anything, you just feel very powerful to me. The other person, not so much. To me, they don't feel like they really know themselves, but they're not giving the time to figure that out either. Yeah, very kind, very loving people, but just not on your wavelength, especially not where you're going, which I think some of you it is to be single for a while. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's great, I've been single for bloody ages. But even if this person's in someone that you were quite serious about, isn't it good to kind of get this knowledge of relationships, of people like this, and you can go, right, I've encountered someone like this before. I know what way it's going. I know how it kind of turns out. And maybe I won't invest as much. Yeah? And it's a different level of strength. But I have no doubt that you'll be victorious in all of this. It's just alleviating that kind of like emotional pressure that you have on yourself. Or the emotional pressure that you feel that you need to carry this when you don't. And you need to carry them. But you don't. The balance is coming for you a little bit more. Stay focused and stay strong in this. I don't even need to tell you that. I don't even need to tell you that. Oh. Alright, Scorpio, this has been your love June reading for 2018. I hope you enjoyed it. More importantly, I hope it brought you clarity and a little bit more understanding about what's going on for you in June. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Always happy to read your comments. I don't always get back to people, but I do read them, so I'm very grateful for them. If you would like a personal private reading with me, you can certainly have one. My email address is below this video, or you can contact me via Facebook Messenger as well, because that's where I am too. Anything else you need to know? No. Other than that, you're very strong in yourself. I don't need to reiterate that stuff to you. You kind of know what you need to do. And as tough as it may be, you'll certainly be victorious at the end of it all. No doubt. No doubt at all. Scorpio, many blessings to you and have a beautiful June. I'll see you in July. Take care. Bye.